If you've been working out for months and still not seeing results, I promise you it's not your workout, it's everything around it. Today I'm breaking down exactly what actually moves the needle, what you eat, how often you eat it, and how you train. This is the stuff I wish someone told me from the jump. So let's start out here. Calorie deficit. All right, I know, calorie deficit. So your body loses fat when it burns more calories than it takes in. It's kind of simple. It's energy, you know? Um, I am in, so I've been on a cut for probably 6 months now. I'm getting pretty lean. And recently I've been eating 1500 calories or 1600 calories. But to start out, you could start out with just reducing your calories by 500. First, you got to find your maintenance calories. So you type in a calorie calculator and you find out how much you need to maintain, and then you reduce it by 500 or 300 calories. Something that helped me was tracking what I was eating. So writing down every single meal that I was eating, tracking it. Yeah. So being aware of the foods that you eat is important, because if you just go at it with no records of what you're eating, you'll eat way too much or you'll eat way too little. You don't have to eat less, just eat smarter. Protein keeps you full and protects your muscles while you cut. So high protein calorie deficit is important if you're trying to get lean. Another thing is, if you're weighing yourself, don't panic if the scale goes up and down by a few numbers. That's normal. It's just what happens. Your body doesn't weigh the same every single day or every single minute. What really helped me was eating the same meals every single day. And I know that kind of sounds like boring or not cool, like you want to eat out, eat special things like pizza, fast food and all that, but really, if you keep it simple and you eat the same thing every single day and you know exactly what you're putting into body, you're going to make results fast, because decision fatigue is real. The less you have to think about the food, the easier it is to stay on track. So pick 2 to 3 meals that hit your calorie and protein goals and just rotate them. Just keep it simple. Simplicity wins, If you're really on a time crunch, you can meal prep your meals out for, a day or a few days in advance. That will help you, especially if you work a job like me where you don't have a lot of time. During peak season, because I'm a delivery driver, if you don't have a lot of time, meal prepping makes it easier. Your taste buds adapt. What feels boring in week 1 becomes automatic by week 3. Honestly, I eat the same meals every day, and it tastes so good to me because I make it the right way. I learned how to cook, and that's something you will learn on the journey if you don't know how to cook already. Getting fit will teach you all that. So basically, what I eat is a sweet potato, avocado and ground chicken pretty much every day with some sauce, like honey mustard sauce, low calorie honey mustard sauce, and stuff like that. So successful athletes and builders eat the same things repeatedly. And so consistency is key. It beats variety every time. If you eat the same meals every day, you won't have to think about, oh, what am I gonna eat next? What am I gonna consume? You know, you just have your meal, you eat it every single day, and you make results that way. Training 5 days a week is important. 5 days a week gives you enough volume to build real muscle while having recovery days built in. You could do push-pull legs split, push-pull legs upper lower. You could hit everything twice a week. What's really important is showing up even on the days you don't feel like it. Those are the sessions that actually build the discipline. When you don't feel like doing something and you show up anyways, that shows that you have discipline and you keep commitments to yourself, and you actually prioritize yourself over anything else in life, and that's what gets you to be healthier. Another thing is progressive overload. Progressive overload means you add on weight when something feels a little bit too easy to lift, you know, or you just increase the weights over time to build more muscle, because muscle tears when you lift weights, and this leads to the rest days. You need to have proper sleep and recovery in order to build that muscle, and getting sleep is probably a really important thing. Not probably, it is a really important thing. Getting 8 hours of sleep is key to rebuilding that muscle that you just teared in the gym. So these are some things that might help in your journey to getting leaner. And I figured I'd show off my physique to show that I'm serious about this. So this is my physique right now. So yeah, guys, if you want to make progress in the gym, follow those tips that I just gave you, and you should succeed. So until next time, guys, this is Leon, and peace out.